Yesterday, it was New Canaan High School. Today, it's Darien's turn to rock and roll. The FCIAC Championship Preview Show comes up. Josh Fisher, Kate Chaplinsky, Dave Stewart, and me. I'm Rob Adams. Let's get it started right now. Welcome to Darien High School. I'm Rob Adams with Dave Stewart alongside me, and Darien head football coach Rob Trafone right between us. There's a little football game coming up this week between Darien and New Canaan, and the coach of the Blue Wave was nice enough to join us for a few. And Coach, first of all, congratulations on advancing to another championship game. I know it never gets old after all these years.
It never does, and it's an honor to play in the league championship.
What does the 50th mean to you? Have you thought about that? You know, kind of, does it mean something to be in it? And do you carry any special memories from your previous appearances?
Well, you know, again, the 50th, I think, to the coaches in the league, especially the coaches that have been around for a long time, means a lot because it's John Kutzo, a man who's dedicated his entire life to FCIAC football. And I think this is the best way to honor him. You know, as far as best memories, you know, I've been fortunate to be in a few, and ironically, the two that went into overtime, you know, back in 1994 with Jason Hall bulling his way in, you know, to win the game. And then, of course, last year's crazy game. It's been a pleasure to be part of both of those overtimes.
Dave, let's bring you in.
You know, Coach, this group that you're with now, you've been coaching since the youth leagues. Your sons are on that team. What does this group mean to you?
A very special group. You know, I'm like a second dad to many of them, you know, and I've watched them grow since they were 8 years old. And I think the most important thing, perhaps, that I taught them in the youth leagues was to love the game and have fun, you know, because everyone thinks, oh, all the fundamentals and all the plays, but it was a lot more than just that.
Coach, you know, so many memories over the years. Do you ever allow yourself to think for a moment, I want this FCIAC championship game to continue? Has it run its course? You know, do you allow yourself that kind of thought?
I do, and I love the game, and I'd like it to continue, you know, by all means. But, you know, with the current restraints that the CIAC has put on us, I think it makes it very difficult because 17 teams were robbed of 10%, you know, of their games, and I don't think that's fair to the entire league.
What do you tell the kids to expect when they're walking into the stadium? Obviously, a lot of these players have been there before, been there last year, but it's a pretty majestic stadium, and also with the big crowds, it's got to be something special.
Right, and you know what? I think when you guys were over at New Canaan yesterday, I watched Lou's interview, and he hit the nail on the head. When you go into the locker room at 10 o'clock, 10:05, you know, there's 2,000, 3,000 people. When you come back out, it's like the shock factor. There's like 8,000 to 10,000 screaming fans, and I've warned them about that. And even Timmy Graham said to me last year, Coach, I know you tried to prep us, but I wasn't ready for that.
How do you stop this offense that you're going to face on Thursday?
You know what? It's a good question, Rob. I don't know because, again, not only has no one stopped it, no one stopped any phase of it. No one has been able to stop the run. No one's been able to stop the pass. You're asking us to stop both, right? And you know if you stop one, they're going to exploit the other. So I don't know the answer.
You got a special group, and you got some special students all hanging out here today.
Yeah, it's a fun thing for sure.
We'll see you Thursday. Good luck, and again, congratulations, and thanks as always for your time.
All right, thank you, Rob.
Rob Trafone, the head football coach here at Darien High School. We'll pause for a break. We'll get Dave involved as well. We've got Kate. We've got Josh. They're coming along. Great guests from here at Darien. We continue right after this on the HAN Network. At Innovative Health and Rehabilitation, we provide an advanced level of care to resolve symptoms and minimize recurrence. Our experienced professional staff design and implement effective plans to return individuals to their prior level of function. We specialize in the treatment of orthopedic and sports injuries, pre-post surgical rehabilitation, performance enhancement, strength and conditioning, vestibular rehabilitation, balance and gait training. A convenient location and flexible scheduling is available to accommodate your needs. We look forward to providing you with a comprehensive level of care to meet your rehabilitation goals. We are also affiliated with 3 high schools, Norwalk, West Hill, and Stamford. Our certified athletic trainers cover the athletic events at the high schools to prevent, treat, and educate student athletes and injuries. Our certified athletic trainers also take part in the New Canaan Youth Football Program. Reach us at 650 West Avenue in Norwalk. Call us at 203-852-9903. Innovative Health and Rehabilitation.
I'm Kate Chaplinsky. Join us for Coffee Break, weekdays at 11 to get the latest Connecticut news, weather, high school sports, and more. News doesn't get any more local than on Coffee Break on the HAN Network.
And we welcome you back to Darien High School with Dave Stewart. I'm Rob Adams, and the football team's ready to go. Dave, we've got him right here.
We're all set to go. Wish the game was here today, really.
You've got Timmy Graham over near you, Hudson Hamill in the middle, Christian Trafone right alongside of me. So I'll throw it over to you. You get started with Timmy.
Yeah, Timmy, obviously big win last year in last year's Turkey Bowl. What are you expecting this year?
Definitely the same sort of game. It always comes down to one possession. Both teams are very, very talented on both sides of the ball, but we're just going out there to execute our game plan, hopefully come out with a victory.
You know, guys walking out onto that field, there's a big crowd. It's a lot of electricity there. Hudson, what do you expect? What's the feeling like when you walk out onto the field?
Right, well, it's definitely different than anything else you experience in your high school career, but I think we have a veteran senior class that we experienced it last year, and I think we're going to have a lot of controlled hype this year, and it's not going to be as shocking coming out of that locker room at Boyle as it was last year, seeing a lot of people filling both sides.
Christian, what did you learn from last year? What are you carrying into this year?
Well, definitely, like Hudson said, we're veterans and we're used to this, so I don't think it's going to be a shock to us, but we know our game plan going in, and as long as we execute, we'll be fine.
I asked your dad a few minutes ago, and of course he's your head coach, but is it special? I mean, is this kind of a special feeling, this game? I know you got more work to do after Thursday, but tell me about any special feelings going into this one.
Well, especially with, these guys next to me and the rest of the seniors, we've been a strong group for a long time now, so this is a game we've been waiting for our entire lives, since third grade, really.
Timmy, you guys have been together for a while now, this whole group of seniors here. What's it like playing with these guys, and how much does this mean to you?
There's no way to describe it. They're all my brothers, and we've been together for such a long time. And it's just like a chemistry that you can never really explain. We hang out together all the time outside of practice field. We're always together. We're all best friends, and it's just a relationship that you can't really explain.
Hudson, obviously you guys had games to play this season, and you had to make it through and did pretty well doing it. How much attention were you paying to New Canaan during the regular season?
Right, well, we knew, it's like every year, Turkey Bowl's at the end of the year, but we came in this season, we got the job done, we took every game, one game at a time. We did well, we had some big games against Greenwich, St. Joe's, and Staples, and I think we're ready. We had a little bit extra time to prepare for this one, get our game plan, and as long as we execute, like Christian said, I think we'll be all right.
Hudson, I'm going to ask you something. I remember last year you throwing that big pass in the championship, pouring over the numbers this year. No passes yet. Any wrinkles? Do you want to throw the ball? I don't expect a game plan from you, but just for the heck of it, I thought I'd ask you about it.
Well, I think I'll leave the job to Timmy to throw the ball, and I think he's more than capable to get the job done on Thursday.
He's been such a good quarterback, and all the attention has gone to Mike Collins, but this guy's been so good.
Yeah, no, Timmy's done a great job. Definitely improved a lot from last year, and he's the face of our team. He does a great job.
You guys have done a great job as well. Congratulations. We'll see you Thursday. I know you got to hit the field, so thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, Christian, Hudson, Timmy, they are the captains among the Darien Blue Wave football team, and they are ready for Thursday. By the way, you can get it at championships.han.network. Championships.han.network, Dave, and it's going to be exciting stuff.
Oh, definitely. It's going to be big.
No, it's going to be a really big game, and we'll be on the air early. We'll be on the air with pregame activities as early as 8 o'clock, then a pregame show with Chris Kalin and yourself at 10, and then play-by-play coverage at 10:30. So
It's a
busy time.
It's a big week and an exciting game, I'm sure.
As I started to say, among the captains and among the leaders of that Darien football team were the first group. Now the second group coming in and joining us, Dave.
Why don't you guys tell me who you are?
Colin Minikis, senior captain.
Mark Ivanchik, senior.
Bobby Trafone, senior.
All right, guys. Bobby, I'll start with you. A year ago, you had one of the big plays in FCIAC championship game history. Take me back to that. Bring me up to speed as we get ready for Thursday.
Yeah, obviously that was a big play. It was a nice way to finish them off. This year we've kind of had the motto of unfinished business, so even though we won that one, lost the state championship, I won, so we're still a little bitter about that. We're looking to take care of it and take revenge on Thursday.
Mark, I haven't had a chance to see you face-to-face. First of all, congratulations on setting the record that you set, but beyond that, congratulations on a great season.
Thank you. No, it's been an awesome ride so far. We haven't had a ton of competition so far, but we're looking forward to a great game Thursday.
You mentioned not a lot of competition, and even Staples. I was surprised with how easily you guys handled Staples. Now come the Rams on Thursday. What's practice been like? What's preparation been like for that team?
Practice has been tough. We've been working really hard in practice. Got a very complex offense, very high tempo. Practice very hard, getting ready for a very high-powered offense and a great game.
Colin, there's so many weapons on your offense, and it's been in high gear all year long. How do you attack New Canaan at this point?
I mean, all season we've had a variety of ways to kind of stop defenses from stopping us, really. And I think our offense really took a lot of forms this season. We could pass, we could run, and we can run the option as well. And I think that's a big part to our success.
Rob was talking about this before. Michael Collins gets a lot of the attention. How good has Timmy Graham been this year?
I mean, Timmy's the best quarterback in the state, and I mean, even though Collins has all the stat numbers, Timmy's only been able to play the first half of almost every game, with the exception of Staples. And I think that shows a lot in the stats. Time played, I guess.
I believe his numbers are 26 touchdowns and only 1 interception.
Oh,
so that's incredible.
Just incredible numbers, and really has got. I mean, both quarterbacks have been great, but don't forget about how good Timmy Graham has been as well. I'm not going to say that just because I'm standing here. It's the fact of the matter. So, okay, Thursday morning, ready to go. What's the difference in the game for you guys?
Thursday morning is definitely a different feel. We always look forward to it. There's like a really long process before the game. We all meet here around like 7:30, start getting ready, taping up. It's definitely a different vibe, and looking forward to it.
Going to be special for you. One last Thanksgiving game.
No, it's tough to believe it's coming to an end this year, but hopefully we'll go out with a great one.
And, of course, not to be forgotten, these guys have more work to do because there are states to be considered, but FCIAC championship game, Turkey Bowl as well. We thank them all. We wish them all the best. Congratulations on making it to the championship game. We will pause for a break as we say goodbye to these guys, and we'll shift things up. We'll continue from here at Darien. I think Josh and Kate are going to jump in a moment. They've got some special guests as well. So we continue from Darien High School right after this on the HAN Network.
Football University, the nation's leading football training experience, is now accepting applications for its 2015 camps. Our elite faculty of NFL coaches and top professionals teach position-specific on the field and in the classroom to improve your football IQ and help you reach your full potential as a player. Apply today at footballuniversity.org. Football University, where technique plus talent beats talent alone.
Here at the Darien Sports Shop, we are very excited about our newly redesigned men's department. Gentlemen, if you're shopping for work, weekend, or wedding, we've got the latest styles and trends inside our spacious new department just for you. We have vast selections from Peter Millar, Vineyard Vines, Johnny O, Duckhead, Barber, and so much more. And you can even walk out of the store in the new Wolverine 1,000-mile men's boot. Conveniently located with free and easy parking at 1127 Post Road, Darien, Connecticut. Or shop us online at dariensport.com.
Healthy, confident smiles begin at Stratford Orthodontics. Conveniently located on Main Street, we are Stratford's hometown orthodontist. We offer the latest in orthodontic technology, including Damon braces and Invisalign. We always accept new patients. Call today to schedule a complimentary consultation. 203-375-8332. Stratford Orthodontics, 2499 Main Street, Stratford. 203-375-8332. And online at stratfordsmile.com.
I'm Denise DiGregoli, the host of The Drive on the HAN Network. Join me Tuesdays for some motivational, intelligent talk with a little humor as we visit with people who live their lives mindfully. Tune in to The Drive live on Tuesdays, 12:30, here on the HAN Network.
The 2015 FCIAC Football Championship on Thanksgiving morning will match the New Canaan Rams and the Darien Blue Wave. It's the 50th anniversary edition of the big game, as well as the annual Turkey Bowl. The HAN Network is your exclusive home for all of the action. Our coverage will begin at 8 a.m. with FCIAC Championship Game Day, followed by pregame coverage at 10. Kickoff is at 10:30. The live video streaming broadcast is available on pay-per-view at championships.han.network.
Sorry,
Rob.
multitasking.
That's all right. That's all right.
No, it's okay.
We're back. Oh, okay. So, got a lot going on here, along with Kate Chaplinsky. I'm Josh Fisher, and we are live here at Darien High School talking about the Turkey Bowl. But before we get back to some sports, we have three special guys here with us: Joe Warren, Jeff Ball, and Jamie Hunter of the Norotan Fire Department, one of three volunteer fire departments in Darien. And you guys have started, as the season's begun, your Toy for Tot drive, right, Joe?
That is correct. Norotan has been involved with Toys for Tots for the past number of years, and we do a great job. Last year we collected 3,200 toys at the Norotan Fire Department. If you want to have a party on your block and collect toys, we'll send an engine over to pick them up when they're all ready to go. You can drop toys off at the firehouse, or there are a number of merchants in town that are participating, and you can drop toys off there, and they'll get them to the firehouse, and then we'll have the Marines come down and pick them up in the middle of December.
That's a great idea. I love that, of having like a block party, collecting toys and having people come over.
Absolutely. You guys, throw a party and have the neighbors come and have everybody bring a toy, and then we'll send an engine over to pick them up.
Now, we should mention, since we're talking about the Turkey Bowl today, you guys had a Turkey Bowl of your own. Jamie, can you tell us a little bit about that?
We do. We call it the Hydrant Bowl. We've been doing this for a couple of years now. We're proud to say that we're the victor again, 2 years in a row. So we brought home the Hydrant Bowl trophy, which is the steamer cap of a hydrant, mounted on a trophy plaque. Beautiful.
And so this was for a good cause, right? You guys collected food donations, is that right?
That is correct. All three departments participated, and all the families and fans came out and brought food for the food bank. So it was for a good cause.
Great.
Now, Darien's the most southern town in the state that does not have a professional, a paid fire department. And right, so now, Jeff, what got you involved to volunteer? There's three fire departments, Norotan Heights, and Darien, but what got you to volunteer for the town?
I've been born in town, and I've been here my entire life, and after almost 40 years, I said, you know what, I'm going to finally do it, and I signed up about a year ago, and I've been a member for a little over a year now.
How's he doing, Joe?
I got to tell you, he really is doing well. He comes to all the events. He participates in a lot of activities. He's still a kid. He's got a ways to go. I celebrate this year my 51st year as a member of the Norotan Fire Department, so I'm kind of the old man of the group. But it's a way to give back to the community. And it's one of those things where when we work incredibly hard. But when we play just as hard, and that makes it fun to be a part of this type of organization.
That's great. And how can people get involved?
Well, a lot of things you can do. If anybody's interested in joining the fire department, just come down to the firehouse. Because we're volunteer, there's nobody there 24/7. But in Norotan, we drill every Friday night, and we drill most Sunday mornings. And so anybody can stop by the firehouse and pick up an application if they want to join. If there are things that you'd like to talk about doing to help out the fire department, we're always looking for ways to have a fund drive. We're always looking for people who have certain expertise that can help us in terms of the record keeping and all the paperwork that goes on behind the scenes. So come down and talk to us. We're always willing to talk to people. And although there are 3 departments in town, and the town is divided into 3 fire districts, you can go to any one of the 3 departments to become a member. You do not have to live in the district of the department that you belong to. So you can pick and choose where you want to belong.
And we should ask, with the holidays coming up, guys, what kind of calls are you going to be on the lookout for? Any kind of safety things people need to look out for?
Yeah, that was something that came up in a conversation earlier. It's coming on wintertime. It's coming on the holidays. A lot of things are going to start happening. First of all, people's lives are getting very, very busy. And because they're getting so busy, they may not always be concentrating on what they should be at the time they should be concentrating. We will now get called out for a variety of minor accidents. Fortunately, most of them will be minor. My advice to people is, if you think you have a problem, call us. Do not hesitate. We would rather come out to a scene and determine that it is not a problem and go back than wait until 2 o'clock in the morning when it's become a much more serious problem, and then we really have to work hard to deal with whatever the circumstances are. The kinds of things that are going to start happening now, people are turning their furnaces on, so we're going to get furnace backfires. People are using devices in the house that they haven't used before, heating devices. We're going to start getting calls for carbon monoxide alarms. We just changed the clocks not too long ago. Good time of year to check the batteries on your smoke detectors and your CO alarms in the house so that we don't get false alarms as we head farther into the winter. When the snow comes, take a minute out, check your neighborhood, find out where the fire hydrants are, dig the snow away from the fire hydrant. Because if you guys don't, we have to go out and do it. We'll do it, but it makes it easier for us if somebody's already dug out the fire hydrants. And if it's just snowed the night before and we have an incident, better that we can get to those fire hydrants than have to waste time digging out fire hydrants.
Safer for everyone if you dig out your fire hydrant.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, Darien is a town that is run by volunteers, on the back of volunteers, and these are 3 guys from one of the 3 departments in this town that really keep everyone safe. Jeff Ball, Jamie Hunter, Joe Warren, thanks for joining us on the HAN network, and have a safe and I hope a very safe Thanksgiving.
Last word, go Darien.
We'll be back after this on the HAN network.
Great job.
Connecticut is coming back to hometown banking, to a partner that makes small businesses feel big, where community comes first, where high-tech tools go hand in hand with a human touch, where you get the know-how only neighbors can deliver, where saving time is important too. It's time to expect more. It's time to bank well, bank smart, bank local, bank well.
While the temperatures are cooling down, the fall bite is heating up. Albies, bonita, blackfish, alligator blues, and stripers are following the large schools of bait that are abundant in the Long Island Sound. If you love the New England coast during autumn, this is the time to be on the water. The latest from Shimano, Quantum, Avet, Hoagie, Phase 2 and more are in stock and ready to go at the dock shop. And don't mind those fall breezes with jackets, hats, gloves, and fleece from Grundens and Stormer. The dock shop will keep you warm and dry. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, now in 2 locations, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, or on the web, dockshop.com.
Find over 1,000 special stories at Hospital for Special Surgery. Go to hss.edu/backinthegame.
I was jogging 5 months after my cartilage tear.
Skiing a year after hip surgery.
And playing grandma 4 weeks after hip replacement.
One special hospital, 1,000 special stories. See Connecticut patients at hss.edu/CT.
The 2015 FCIAC Football Championship on Thanksgiving morning will match the New Canaan Rams and the Darien Blue Wave. It's the 50th anniversary edition of the big game, as well as the annual Turkey Bowl. The HAN Network is your exclusive home for all of the action. Our coverage will begin at 8 a.m. with FCIAC Championship Game Day, followed by pregame coverage at 10. Kickoff is at 10:30. The live video streaming broadcast is available on pay-per-view at championships.han.network. Welcome back to Darien High School on the HAN Network as we get ready for the FCIAC Championship game coming up on Thursday at Boyle Stadium in Stanford with Dave Stewart. I'm Rob Adams, and now it's time to talk a little swimming and diving. And boy, a nice warm swimming pool sounds okay right now, Dave.
Sounds pretty good. We've got members of the Darien High School swimming and diving team, the Class L champions this year. Congratulations. And we've got Lauren Rutledge, Maggie Oram, and Morgan Desitel. Got it right. Okay. Congratulations. Tell me about Lauren. Start with you. Tell me how this feels to be a state champion.
I think it feels pretty good this year to be a state champion. We definitely knew we had tough competition with New Canaan this year, but I think our big motives behind this season was coming together as a senior class, and hopefully that would bring it down to the whole rest of the team. And I think at States we did our best job with that, bringing synergy out on the pool deck, and I think that's where we found most of our success. So I'm proud of us for doing that, and then again taking away the state championship with that. So.
Got to have the synergy, right? Yeah. That's, Maggie, is the rivalry in swimming between New Canaan and Darien similar to other sports, or is it just as strong?
It's pretty strong. I mean, I know some of us swim with New Canaan in the off season, so it's like kind of funny to some extent, and we have a good time with it. But we still manage to keep our focus and our competition on the pool deck, and then after we smile and laugh about it.
And she said she couldn't handle the question. She's done fine so far. Let's bring it over here. That moment when you've won the championship, what's that like?
It's an awesome feeling just because we all know we've been practicing the last few months, and it's nice to be able to watch us all develop as swimmers and come together as a team. So it's nice to finally, get that accomplishment that we've been working for so long.
All right, we interviewed a couple of non-football players yesterday. Yesterday. Prediction for the game.
I don't know. I'm not really a football person, but I mean, hopefully just a close game, I guess.
All right, there you go. All right, give me a prediction. Darien wins, right?
Yes, Darien definitely wins. I do think it's going to be a good game. It's going to be close. There's going to be a lot of
turnovers?
Yes, turnovers. I don't really know what that means, but yes, turnovers. I think it's going to be a really good game. Darien's going to win.
Lauren, a prediction from you.
Darien always wins.
There's the answer right there. That's
short
great.
And sweet, right?
Congratulations to all three of you and to the rest of your team, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Great job by them. We'll shift from one group to another. I apologize for my little choking fit there in the middle, Dave, and well, it happens.
It happens.
But,
it happens to the best of us.
And let's make sure we say again, you want the football game on Thursday, championships.han.network is the way to get it. Again, Thursday, 10:30, although we'll be on the air at 8 o'clock with all the pregame stuff. And let's bring in the next group. Who do we have now?
Why don't we go left to right here? Tell me your name.
Jenny Schrenker. Becca Maroney. And I'm Belle Stobie.
All right, I'll start with you. Tell me about this season. I mean, it turned out pretty well.
Yeah, this season was great. We had an undefeated season. We won against New Canaan in our dual meets, and Greenwich was a really big win for us. And then we won states. It was really good.
That's the way to go, Dave.
Yeah, definitely. Tell me about your diving championship now. It was a great finish for you, Class L diving champ. And what was that night like?
It was really great. It's a little scary because they announce the scores throughout the events and the meets, so you don't really know where you are, but then they let you know, and it's kind of risky because you need to keep your position. But our team did a really great job. We came out 1st, 4th, 5th, and 19th, so we definitely helped the points for the state meet, and it was great watching all the swimmers too. So.
A lot of people feel like the divers are kind of off to the side and they're doing their own thing, but how close is this team, divers and swimmers?
It's extremely close. I definitely can't imagine my 4 years at DHS any different. It would be very different without the BWSD team. We do all of our pasta dinners together, all of our weights and Pilates, and even though we practice at different pools, we're still thinking about like we're doing this for our team and for our sisters, so it's a great experience.
You know, Becca, tell me about not only winning the Class L champion, but beating New Canaan.
It was really exciting. We knew that we could do it going in. We were really excited, and just that was our goal to hopefully win state championship. So we did, and it was great. It was a little intimidating going in just because we knew that they were close to us, and they are a very good group of girls. So we just knew that we had to swim well and get our places and hopefully move up a couple times. So it was just like sticking with your places. So it was good.
All right, I didn't mean to put the first group of girls on the spot with the football prediction, so I'll keep it simple. You answer it as detailed as you want. Who wins and why?
Oh gosh, I think I got to go with Darien on this one. I think Darien's gonna.
I love the answer.
I'm gonna put all my bets on Darien.
All right, what do you think?
Darien, definitely. I mean, we're the better team, better school, better team.
Darien, because
they're great.
Love these answers. All right, congratulations to all of you. Thank you so much for coming out and joining us today.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
All right, we'll step out for a break from here at Darien High School. Our preview show continues. Dave and I come back. More guests. Kate and Josh going to jump back in as well as we continue right here on the HAN Network.
When you experience a sports injury, you want to get better and fast. Coastal Ortho Express gives you direct access to orthopedic care quickly. Their physicians are fellowship trained in sports medicine at world-class universities and are also team doctors for area football teams. For specialized personal care of sports injuries, go to Coastal Ortho Express. Open Monday through Saturday in the iPark building, 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk, or coastalorthoexpress.com. Coastal Orthopedics, keeping you on the move.
Do you do a lot of running around but get nowhere when you're buying a car? Visit Pamby Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram for the one-stop buying experience and stop spinning your wheels.
Back to school means back to busy, and Stewart's Market can save you precious time by stocking all of your favorite essentials under one roof. For a healthy start to school, we have all the ingredients. Walter Stewart's, your family-owned fresh local market, 229 Elm Street and at stewartsmarket.com.
Darien Sport Shop is a unique store because it's a family store. A busy mom can come in with kids in tow and find everything she needs for them, and even find a dress for herself for Saturday night. And if she's in a rush, she can simply go home and order it from us that night. We'll deliver it the next day. The Darien Sport Shop. We're pretty on the outside and amazing on the inside. Conveniently located with free and easy parking at 1127 Post Road, Darien, Connecticut. Or shop us online at dariensport.com.
You are watching the HAN Network, and you're not alone. 102,000 viewers have enjoyed the HAN Network in just the last 6 weeks. Advertise on the network that reaches Fairfield County, Connecticut's most engaged audience. Contact Jessica Murrin, Advertising Director, at 203-273-7312 or email jessica@han.network.
Welcome back to the HAN Network's Turkey Bowl Preview live at Darien High School, along with Kate Chaplinsky. I'm Josh Fisher. We're joined right now by my old friend Janice Marzano, the program director of the Depot Teen Center, just down the road in Norotan Heights. Janice, thanks for coming on.
Oh, thank you for inviting me.
Now, Kate, I don't know if you know much about the Depot here, but it is one of the more active, popular teen centers that I've ever seen. And you guys are just busy beyond belief. You hold you had cast parties for the Theater 308 that just finished.
We just
up.
had the cast party last Friday.
Yeah. I saw on Facebook some beautiful cupcakes that you guys made.
Oh,
Those looked great.
Bake sale. We have a bake sale to raise money to throw the reception.
Now, what are some of the big events that you have coming up here as December rolls around, the holidays begin?
We have our great big fundraiser, the Depot Wrap-Up, coming up in December, where we invite the community to come, bring their packages, and we wrap them beautifully. Our little elves just wrap them beautifully for all of the community and anybody else that comes in.
And that is all just a donation base, right? It's $20 suggested?
That is a donation, suggested $20, but people give what they want. And it's great holiday spirit. It's good for the kids to get together. and we welcome the community.
Now that really is impressive to have such an active teen center because it's hard sometimes to keep the teens engaged. So what's the secret?
The teens own the teen center. I think that's the secret. It's their ideas, it's their programs, and they own it.
I love that. And so what are some of the other programs you guys have running right now that you really try to, reach out to parents as well and teens and kind of bring them in?
Right now we have a charter, national organization. We have a SAD chapter. We have a chapter of SAD. We actually are one of the strongest chapters in the state of Connecticut. We have another program for high school girls. We also have another program run by the boys. It's called SLOD, the Student League of Darien, where they intermingle and the seniors bring in freshmen and they all get together. We've got so many programs. We've got 2 programs with the cops. Darien Police Department gave us a $10,000 grant to do the program with the cops. There's so much to do.
That's incredible.
And you guys were big supporters of the Darien Drop It and Drive campaign, right?
Absolutely. We're busy making PSAs, public service announcements, for the contest that's being sponsored by the Department of Motor Vehicles Travelers Insurance.
Right. And that's to encourage teens, but all drivers to put their cell phones down and just focus on the road, right?
All drivers. We also do a lot of programs for parents. We've been doing a lot of programs for parents to just try to empower everybody and, let them know what's going on.
Right.
A lot of drugs.
Now, Josh mentioned off air that your family has a little bit of a New Canaan connection, even though we're here in Darien. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
My son that graduated from Darien High School is a New Canaan police officer and will be at the Turkey Bowl.
Oh,
which side of the field?
I think he's going to be in the middle.
Right under the goalpost. That's a good spot to be. Well, Janice, thanks so much for taking some time out of your day to stop by and join us.
My pleasure. Thank you.
We're going to take a break. We have some Post 53 volunteers who are going to join us next. You're watching the HAN Network Turkey Bowl preview live at Darien High School.
Thank you so much.
The fall bite is heating up. Albies, Bonita, Blackfish, Alligator Blues, and Stripers are following the large schools of bait in the Long Island Sound. This is the time to visit the New England coast, and the Dock Shop can get you outfitted with the latest fishing gear, jackets, hats, gloves, and fleece. Boater, beach bum, fishermen simply love the New England coast. This is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, now in 2 locations, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, or on the web, dockshop.com.
The 2015 FCIAC Football Championship on Thanksgiving morning will match the New Canaan Rams and the Darien Blue Wave. It's the 50th anniversary edition of the big game, as well as the annual Turkey Bowl. The HAN Network is your exclusive home for all of the action. Our coverage will begin at 8 a.m. with FCIAC Championship Game Day, followed by pregame coverage at 10. Kickoff is at 10:30. The live video streaming broadcast is available on pay-per-view at championships.han.network.
Welcome back to the Turkey Bowl preview show live from Darien High School, along with Kate Chaplinsky. I am Josh Fisher. We're joined by 2 volunteers from Post 53, Darien EMS. Why don't you guys introduce yourself? Nadia?
Nadia Zabiniak.
And Thomas Kuritz.
So you guys, I know everyone in Darien knows about Post 53, but a lot of people elsewhere don't. And you guys are student volunteers here, and you're on call during school hours, right? You respond to medical calls, right, Nadia?
Yeah, we provide service 24/7, 365 days a year. And usually during school, we have a day lady crew of adults so that if there is a call, they will go and we will be second response. So we don't miss that much school, and obviously, learning is a priority.
Yeah. Now, this is a question for both of you, but what made you want to get involved?
I was just always fascinated with the medical careers, and seeing as it's emergency medicine, it's a lot more fast-paced. You get to have like a small personal connection with a patient. You get to go to the hospital.
Nadia, what about you?
Well, actually, my little brother was picked up by Post 53 when I was in middle school. He was hit in the head with a baseball bat, and I just found it really amazing that a bunch of teenagers could really take care of him so well and take him to the hospital and just, I guess, fix the problem, and he was fine afterwards.
Yeah. So, Nadia, what's the most impressive thing you think that you've learned since you joined Post 53?
Probably the amount of, I guess, maturity that can be found in high school students, because a lot of times when adults would think that it's run by a bunch of teenagers, it might not seem as, I guess, capable, but in reality, when you see us in the EMT classes and when we take the state finals, we actually do much better than a lot of other EMT programs around the country. And it just amazes you, really.
Yeah. Now, as both of you move on, is this something that you think you'll want to do in adulthood?
I think it would be very interesting to pursue the medical career as a college student and further on as a career.
Yeah. Nadia, what about you?
Yeah, I think it's definitely an option. And I guess another reason that I joined was also, kind of to get a preview of what it would be like. And it's really sparked an interest.
What I think is really impressive is you guys are in high school and you're dealing with situations that a lot of people wouldn't know what to do in those situations. Do you see that as kind of helping you grow as an adult?
I think it definitely helps your split-second decision-making skills. But, I mean, everything you learn through EMT class, first aid class, it really sort of transfers over to how do you act in school.
And how many members do you guys have right now?
We try to keep about 60 child members, which would be about 20 per grade, but it's constantly changing as every year we're bringing in new members and graduate reserves are coming back, and it's always changing, but approximately, yeah.
That's great.
We talked earlier with the guys from the Norotan Fire Department, and we always talk about that when we're here in Darien. It's just such a volunteer town. It's run on the back of volunteers. And how does it feel to be part of your community as EMTs?
Well, I moved to Darien when I was in middle school, so I didn't really feel like part of the town until I really joined Post, and then you just get to see this whole other side of the town that you never really saw before. And Post is involved in a lot of kind of community events, not just in Darien, but around other towns in Connecticut, and it really does show another side of life.
How about you, Tommy?
Well, I mean, I have friends in the firehouse. I have other friends in Post, of course, and it's just crazy how many kids just sort of devote their lives and really become part of a community when they start this volunteer basis.
It's incredible. Well, I mean, thank you both for your service. It's just incredible what you guys are doing. And go ahead, Josh.
Nadia and Tommy, thank you for joining us. Two of the Posties, as you guys are affectionately called here around Darien. Thanks for joining us on our Turkey Bowl preview live from Darien. We're going to take another break. We're going to come back, and Rob and Dave are going to wrap things up as we get ready for tomorrow and then the day after that.
That's right.
Are you guys going to the game?
Yep.
Definitely.
What's the
Definitely.
score? What's the score?
Darien, of course.
I think we got it.
Yeah, all right. Going for 4 Turkey Bowls in a row, 2 FCIAC titles in a row. You're watching the HAN Network live from Darien High School.
At Innovative Health and Rehabilitation, we provide an advanced level of care to resolve symptoms and minimize recurrence. Our experienced professional staff design and implement effective plans to return individuals to their prior level of function. We specialize in the treatment of orthopedic and sports injuries, pre-post surgical rehabilitation, performance enhancement, strength and conditioning, vestibular rehabilitation, balance and gait training. A convenient location and flexible scheduling is available to accommodate your needs. We look forward to providing you with a comprehensive level of care to meet your rehabilitation goals. We are also affiliated with 3 high schools, Norwalk, West Hill, and Stamford. Our certified athletic trainers cover the athletic events at the high schools to prevent, treat, and educate student athletes and injuries. Our certified athletic trainers also take part in the New Canaan Youth Football Program. Reach us at 650 West Avenue in Norwalk. Call us at 203-852-9903. Innovative Health and Rehabilitation.
Darien Sport Shop is a unique store because it's a family store. A busy mom can come in with kids in tow and find everything she needs for them, and even find a dress for herself for Saturday night. And if she's in a rush, she can simply go home and order it from us that night. We'll deliver it the next day. The Darien Sport Shop, We're pretty on the outside and amazing on the inside. Conveniently located with free and easy parking at 1127 Post Road, Darien, Connecticut. Or shop us online at dariensport.com.
The 2015 FCIAC Football Championship on Thanksgiving morning will match the New Canaan Rams and the Darien Blue Wave. It's the 50th anniversary edition of the big game, as well as the annual Turkey Bowl. The HAN Network is your exclusive home for all of the action. Our coverage will begin at 8 a.m. with FCIAC Championship Game Day, followed by pregame coverage at 10. Kickoff is at 10:30. The live video streaming broadcast is available on pay-per-view at championships.han.network. All right, welcome back to Darien High School for our preview show as we start wrapping things up with Dave Stewart. I'm Rob Adams as we come back to put a ribbon on this one and get ready for tomorrow and then Thursday. So let's get talking about tomorrow. We'll go to the site of the big game, Boyle Stadium. You'll be there, I'll be there, the gang will all be there, but it'll not just be us, it will be our HAN sports reporters, and we could try to name them all for you, but not only that, folks from outside of our little cocoon are going to join us as well for a reporters roundtable tomorrow at 1.
Yeah, we're going to have people like Sean Patrick Boley there, and I believe Scott Erickson will be there.
Right.
Paul Silverfarb, Mr. Pablo.
I've heard that name before.
And Dave Rudin too, I believe, is going to be there.
Pete Paguaga as well. So a good group of, and then our own group of guys, yourself as well, and Steve Buno and Tim Murphy and Rocco Veluzzo and Mike Suppy, Bill Bloxam, and normally I can name them all in one shot. Hopefully I got them all.
I think you got most of them there. I don't think anybody's going to be offended.
There you go. Okay. All right. Then I think we're okay. So that will be tomorrow, as well as a couple of special interviews that we're going to have for you. John Cookso, the executive secretary of the FCIAC, will join us as he gets ready for what will be his final FCIAC championship game. He tells the story of how this whole league came to be, how it all started, how the game started, but a couple of extra special players as well who go all the way back to game number 1, including Bobby Valentine.
It'll be a special day. And in John Kutzo's case, it's going to be a great event for him. He's actually going to be featured on the cover of the program this
That's
year.
Great.
And he and Ralph King, too, who's his right-hand man. So, he's done a lot for the league, and he's just a great guy, and he's really brought the league into the future at this point.
As well as Bennett Salvatore and Rick Robustelli will join us. So it's going to be a very busy day, very fun day tomorrow in Stamford. So I'm excited about that. And then that just gets us ready for Thursday morning. Many of the things that you saw both yesterday, today, and perhaps elements of tomorrow will all be edited into a package that will start at 8 o'clock Thursday morning. Then at 10 o'clock, you, Chris Callan, as well as myself and Chris Irway from the booth, will join you with the actual pregame show live from Boyle Stadium. And then finally, everybody stops. We kick the ball off, and Chris Irway and I talk about it for a couple of hours. 10:30 Thursday morning.
Can't get here soon enough, really. It's because there's a lot of time between the last game of the regular season and the playoff game, and I'm sure the players are itching to get out there, and everybody's itching to see what's going to happen.
Now, the thing to know, let there be no confusion about it. How do you get the game on Thursday? That's the thing you want. Championships.han.network. Go there. It'll be all yours. You'll be all set. Pay-per-view. Then we'll join you Thursday morning. So again, championships.han.network. You'll have it all for you set right there. Watch it on your computer, your smartphone, your tablet. You can hook the computer up to the TV. The pictures are amazing, the sound is incredible, and the play-by-play is tolerable.
And the website live.han.network, I think I got that right.
You did.
A lot of information about the Turkey Bowl coming up. It looks great at this point. We've got a lot of Turkey Bowl spotlights. We've got a lot of stories.
Oh, they've been great.
Historical stuff. It's just that there's everything you need to know about the game.
Now, the work of this entire crew, and you'll hear us say the names between now and Thursday a bunch of times, with Eric Gendron and AJ Simonowski, as well as Kate and Josh and Marty and the entire team, Dave, and everybody's just put together such an incredible week, and we're all set. But really, the focus is on these guys over here on the field, and that's where it should be. It should be on the football players. So I'm excited. We'll talk more about predictions and so on tomorrow, but I just see this game being really close. So we'll We'll talk about that tomorrow and Thursday as well. One other little piece I want to make sure we throw out at you. I had a chance to sit down and talk to a pretty remarkable guy this morning as well. Christopher Mad Dog Russo. We've got an interview with him that we taped earlier today. You'll get to see that as well, and it's available as well at live.han.network.
It's been a lot of fun. There's a lot of people involved in this, and I think the really great thing about this game is a lot of these players are veterans of the Turkey Bowl, of the FCIAC championship game, having been there last year. You know, your quarterbacks, Timmy Graham and Michael Collins, people like Mark Ivanchek, Peter Swindell. You've just got a lot of people that have been there before, so they're not going to be you're not going to have that same overwhelming feeling when you walk out onto the field. So I think that's actually a pretty cool facet of this game.
All right, ready to turn the page on today, off to tomorrow?
Off to tomorrow.
All right, off to tomorrow indeed. Our thanks to everybody here at Darien High School. Chris Manfredonia, the athletic director. A shout out to Alex Hager, who stopped by and helped us out as well. Coming back from college, we appreciate a few minutes of his time. We thank everybody who came on here. Special thanks to Susan Schultz from the Darien Times, the editor, who helped get these guests for us. But that'll do it from here at Darien High School. Tomorrow, Boyle Stadium. Thursday, Boyle Stadium. Reporters Roundtable tomorrow. And then a little football game on Thursday. For our entire HAN Network crew, Josh Fisher, Kate Chaplinsky, Eric Gendron, Marty Hersom, Dave Stewart, I'm Rob Adams. See you tomorrow from Boyle Stadium, the Reporters Roundtable at 1. But for now, from Darien, thanks for watching this preview show right here on the HAN Network.